Hey guys, we are going to be doing something for Chris today. The next step in expanding and getting everything working in sync with each other. Everybody's kind of realized by now that Chris is a huge part of the channel and helps me with the content, music, intros, and everything else, is upgrading some of the equipment he has in his lab. His studio. So what we're going to do is this computer down here, which I was using for my second streaming computer for the Fun Zone channel, which is connected to this monitor here. We're going to take this computer, clean it up a little bit, take the R9 270 out of it because he doesn't need that kind of card. We're going to put this PNY, this is an older GTX 550 Ti, but he wants to get into learning how to do some more video production and editing, and putting his music programs on something a little bit more beefier. Right now he's running on a netbook and a couple other computers, but they're a little bit older and not really performance grade hardware. And if he is going to do any kind of rendering and video rendering, or any kind, learn how to do some editing and stuff, the CUDA cores in this will help out with that, with it being NVIDIA. So I'm going to take this out. Like I said, we're going to clean it up. It's got an SSD in it with the OS, and I think it's got 2 terabytes for storage, which should do him a huge world of good. So I think that he'll really like this. It's something that he needs. Together we'll be able to produce more content and keep the ball going. So I'm gonna get it out and then I'll check back in with you soon. Got the computer out from where it was sitting, and this case I've had for a long time. This was like, it's actually kind of got a little bit of sentimental value to me. This thing's been through a whole lot of hell and back. It's been modded a few times depending on the system that was in it. It's not terrible. Back in the day, it was one of those bling bling cases with all the lights and fancy LEDs all over it, and most of that's been taken out now. And I used to have custom fans in places where the big fan at the top was. I ended up taking a tablet that I broke. I didn't break it, the kids broke it, and taping it over the big hole so nothing would fall on the top. So this case has been kind of rigged a little bit, but yeah, Chris knows he's getting the computer, and I kind of told him that, it's weird, like a lot of people ask me all the time, like, why do you have so many computers? Part of the problem is by the time you go through and figure out how to get a lot of these systems built, they kind of become like your little babies. You can always find some kind of use for them. This is one of them. I mean, it's older hardware, but I mean, it still runs like a champ. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I can't remember exactly what the processor is, but I know it's an AMD quad core. It's overclocked. The motherboard in here is not that old. My other motherboard I had, which is stuck there. If you see behind the compressed air, I had some issues with, so I replaced it. Not too long ago, actually, since I've been working on the channel, and sorry about that. And I've done some upgrades to this computer here and there. I added a fan controller, which is in the front. You see it there. Got a new DVD drive. There's and then I added the R9 270. Because a long time ago, that card still meant something to me, but I've since upgraded. Yeah, this computer here, like, it's kind of dusty, got a little bit of spider cobwebs in it just from being out in the shop. So I'm gonna clean it out real good. You can see a little spider right there. I think he's dead. I think he got in the craziness. But there's the 2 terabyte hard drive here. And then I think I got the SSD just kind of sitting up in here. I don't even know which kind it was. Might be an older one, but I mean, this This motherboard probably only runs SATA 3 anyway. Got a Cooler Master Hyper 212 on it, and a gelid, what do they call them? Gelid wings, gelid something. UV fan. This used to be in another build I had that used to have UV lights in it before LEDs got big. They kind of glowed, and I've upgraded the fan in the front. Yeah, 80 plus bronze earth watt power supply, earth watt, 380 watts. It's not a terrible little computer, but this is like light years beyond what Chris is working with. This should help him render out audio with the quickness and get him at least a decent video editing program that he can learn on. And you know, by the time he's ready to step up his game and upgrade, we'll definitely be in a position to do that. So before I moved the computer, I went ahead and did the AMD driver uninstaller. So right now there's no video card drivers on here. It's ready to take the NVIDIA graphics card. So I'm gonna switch that out, and then I will return. Got the 550 Ti installed, and we'll put the side case on. This weekend I'm supposed to be going over there to do some collaborations and work on some shows. Take it over there, we'll get it hooked up for him, get the drivers installed. He should be happy with it. It should be a huge performance boost over what he's used to. Now this video wasn't a whole lot, but now y'all all know what he's working with for the time being whenever we put new stuff up from him. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please rate, comment, and subscribe. There will be more stuff to come. I figured if I was going to do this and take it out, might as well film it. Y'all have a good one. See you in the next one.